He always complimented me, treated me like I was beautiful, but I didn't feel beautiful. So I went ahead with the weight loss.
Do you think that he could have married that girl that lost 130 pounds?
Honestly, probably not.
Or that he would even want to?
Oh, I look pretty amazing, so he probably would have wanted to. But I don't think he could have. Now thinking back, I don't think so.
Bring me to the day you cheated for the first time.
So, met a guy at work, and we started to become friends. It was innocent at first, and then it gradually started to progress into something a little more inappropriate. Each day, he had got a hold of one of my books, and I alluded to something in one of my little journals about an exciting night that I had out. Didn't use any names, but he put 2 and 2 together, and he's like, what's going on?
Right.
I was sneaking out. I was doing this, doing that, saying I was with my girlfriend, saying I was going here, lying to this man, essentially. And he was questioning me, and it was just getting on my nerves, and I was becoming more and more anxious. I said, look, this is what it is.
What's the nature of your relationship now?
We're co-parents. We're great co-parents. Good friends. Like I said, he's married, remarried.
Who do you go back and tell that girl that shows up to the hotel room?
Don't do it. You'll regret it.
Or was a part of you relieved when he was?
Yes. Because I'm like, I get to be with my boyfriend now.
Oh, shit.
So a part of me was relieved.
Now, your boyfriend is like, hold on, what you doing?
Yeah. He's like, I hope this is not for me. And I'm like,
oh, shit.
No, it's not for you,
but it's a little convenient.
It's convenient, you know, he's like, well, I still have my kids, and, you know, I still have my girl. He wouldn't call her his wife.
Basically telling you don't get it fucked up.
Yeah. In other words, it was a lot. It was a lot of things that I had to break down and tell him. There was a pregnancy he didn't know about. Well, he knew about, but he didn't know that there was someone else involved. It was a lot.
You were pregnant by the other guy?
I think. And when I say I think, it's because I was having an affair. So I was with that guy and my husband at the same time. So I didn't know.
You terminated the pregnancy?
So I had to terminate the pregnancy because I just couldn't handle that.
No.
I couldn't handle it. I didn't know what, I couldn't go through 9 months of torture like that.
And then the baby come and
I don't know who. Still have that longing for love, and I still want to show my daughter a healthy relationship.
What do you think your karma is?
This dating pool with the sewage in it.
Right.
That's my karma.
Right.
Yeah, I get to watch him with his new wife and his new life just flourish without me. He's doing so well. You know, he's doing great in his business. He's doing great in school. He's just amazing. He's a great guy. And I get to watch that from the back room. And it's hard. Sometimes it stings. Sometimes it still stings. But, you know, I'm happy for him. And, you know, I love him as my family. And I want nothing but the best for him.
B-Dub, G-Man. Boy, I tell you, that's something real tough there, man. The grass is not always green on the other side. And she found that out super, super quick, you know. But the thing about it is that, you know, the thing that stood out the most to me is, you know, that man loved her even when she didn't love herself. You know, she was like 300 something pounds. And then when she lose the weight, the man that was good to you, this man was great to her. And as soon as she lost this weight, you know, now she's going out there and having affairs on this gentleman. And then, you know, one thing led to another. She said she possibly got pregnant by this guy. I'm saying to myself, boy, this is a dirty game we living in, man. This dirty, B-Dub. G-Man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Ain't that crazy how that worked? The person who supported you, you know, because women had this thing of, you know, accept me how I am.
Yeah.
And he did that.
Right.
He accepted you how you were.
Right.
And then when you decided to do something for yourself, which is a good thing, she decided, you know what, I need to do better, eat better, work out. She did all of that. But now when you get the results, you go and get it's crazy.
It's confusing. It just don't make no sense to me, you know. Like the man was even supportive even when she was big, B-Dub. He was very supportive.
She said he was a great husband.
Yeah,
great husband, great father.
Right.
Loved you how you were for who you were, and then you go and you know physically put yourself in a better position, and then give it away to somebody else.
Man, and then she gave it to somebody else that's already got a situation going on. Whole family B-Dub, whole family, wife, kids, and he was like, "What do you mean?" Yeah,
no feelings. Like y'all double sides. You decide, he decide.
Right. Right.
That's not how the game. What part of the game is that? You don't even know how to do the game right.
Right,
You
man.
the one
Yeah.
out here caught feelings for the side dude and thought you really was about to upgrade, and he's like, nah,
Right.
that's
Right.
not what that is.
Right. G-Man, what's your thoughts about everything, G-Man, about this situation with this woman?
You know, karma, and you know, I don't necessarily believe in karma, but a version of it did happen to her. You know, it looked like she started to put it back on.
Yeah, so she did. In the longer version of the video, she said she gained like maybe 40 of it back, 40 or 50 of it back. She lost 130.
Yeah.
And then after that whole ordeal, she gained about 40 or so of it back.
Right.
See there, he should have left her at 500 pounds, and he would have kept her. But see, he tried to. So that lady, that's why fellas don't do nothing for y'all no more.
Ah.
that right there. Keep. No, that's messed up, man. It's messed up. You know.
But, yeah. Go ahead.
Now I'm just saying, you know, that's I don't know. And then she had the nerve to get pregnant.
And don't know who the daddy is.
Don't know who the daddy is. See all this.
Yeah, that's
I said it wrong. I'm leave that one alone. It's a messed up situation, and she got what she got, and you know, hopefully, old dude, the ex-husband, done moved on and made better with his life, and
yep.
You know, ladies, let that be a warning to you. You get one, you better hold on. First of all, it ain't enough good men out here for y'all to be doing stuff like that anyway. So all y'all want to pray and complain, or either complaining there ain't no good man, then when you get one, you do that to him. So
right. But you know what though, man? But here's the thing though, G-Man. That man, thank God that didn't break that man down or whatever, man. Because that man, she's saying he got a whole nother family now. He got a wife, and they thrive, and they thriving, and they building together. She on the sideline watching Hayden, man. She going inside that. Say, man, a lot of these women that do that with them, and they go inside their bedroom, sleep in that lonely bedroom by themselves, crying like a son of a gun between them sheets, brother. That's how it is.
And I bet she is causing she's trying to cause a lot of problems in his current relationship. I bet you.
Why would you say that, G-Man? Because of how happy he is?
Yeah.
She watching that? That's what you think?
Yeah.
Trying to get it back.
She knows she messed up. She knows she messed up.
Yeah, but you know what the sound of it though, you know, old boy don't want to go. He don't want to go back to whatever because
he good.
No,
he good.
He good. Yeah. I'm just saying, you know, she gonna try to create havoc any way she can now. Yeah, because she's bitter in her own way, I believe. But I mean, I appreciate her for being open and honest. You know, a lot of women would even come out and just be truthful about it.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate her for sharing that. So I ain't gonna beat down on her too hard, but
right. But she said that she met the gentleman because she wrote a book, and he put two and two together about things inside the book that he put it together that was her that she was talking about in the book.
Man, that's from a movie. What movie would?
No, she was talking about a journal. She was keeping a journal.
Yeah. It was something. Yeah. But that sounds like that movie that Janet Jackson played in with that dude. What's it called?
No, it wasn't Janet Jackson. It was Ricky.
Who?
No, it was Ricky. It was what's the guy that played from Stella Got Her Groove Back? Diggs. Yeah. Remember he was the writer, and Morris Chestnut was a player.
Oh, y'all talking about the best man.
The best man. That's where he wrote the book, and Morris Chestnut put two and two together because Tay Diggs was messing with the woman that Morris Chestnut was engaged to. Yeah, but he found out through the book. That's what.
Right. Okay. Well, you know, hopefully everything work out in that whole situation. The gentleman that got played on and cheated on, you know, everything working out for him, and you know, the woman that had the affair. You know, hey, she got what she got, but you know, that's how it worked. Anyway, let's get on with the show.
Let's talk
Corsicana, Texas. What's up, Dallas Fort Worth? What's up, Houston, Texas? Welcome back to another episode of the Burning Coals podcast. We are your show hosts. I'll go by the name of Mr. Doing Our Reaction. Right there by the logo, he's a big fella. He goes by the name of B-Dub, Bougie, Weirdo. Give it up for Bougie Weirdo. Right down at the bottom, he goes by the name, but he's the man, the myth, the legend, the icon, Mr. Gentleman, Jamal. And last but not least, she is the first lady of Burning Coals podcast. She goes by the name of Lady EQ, Educated Queen. Give it up for Educated Queen. So we are the Burning Coals podcast. Here's where we have 5 interviews, hot topics, burning questions, searing conversation, and we say what needs to be said on this show. How are you guys doing on a beautiful Tuesday? We say thank you guys for following us and thank you guys for tuning in on another episode of the Burning Coals podcast. We say always thank you guys and continue to get your popcorn ready and get your drinks ready for another entertaining show. But before we get started, we got to lay down the ground rules like we always do. So pay attention to the comment section. If you want to comment on the show, you can put the comment in the screen and we'll definitely read it on the comment section. We'll bring your comment on the show and read it. And we do it that way. But then we also have 2 stream platforms available. We have a YouTube platform. We have a Facebook platform right at the top of the comment section. If you just click one of those, you want to come on to the show, fire your questions, give your comments, and also you want to have a one-on-one duel with one of us, you can definitely do that as well. And we definitely welcome all that. So, but you got to make sure, everything is keep it civil and all that, because we keep locked and loaded over here. But so now that the ground rules are laid, now that the smoke is cleared and the dust is settled, panel, B-Dub, G-Man, what's going on with it? Another Tuesday. What is this? What, mid-April? We here.
And it's flying. The year is really moving.
It is
already
really
mid-April.
Right.
Summer starts next month. We're gonna
Yep.
start hitting. May we start hitting 10,000 degree temperatures. So I'm trying to enjoy the mild weather we're having now. But I'm good. Allergies. My allergies has been bad. I think everybody's kind of get hit with all the whatever's in the air. Wind's been coming in strong from wherever it's coming from. My allergies has been kicking my behind all week. But I'm here. Good to chop it up with my people,
right
as usual.
Yep, already. Yep. B-Dub, how you doing over there, brother?
Oh man, we living over here. Good. Blessed to see another beautiful day. Shout out to EQ. Get well soon.
Yep.
And that's it. Ready to get this show started.
Right, absolutely. EQ, we we love you. You are our main number one show host on here, whatever. Like I said, the first female of Burning Coals podcast. We wish you well, wish you get well, get healthy very soon. And don't let the stress get to you. Just keep it up, keep your strength up, whatever. So do what you got to do to make sure.
First Earl.
You beat me to it. I told Percy Earl just one enough, but he decided to pop 2.
Yep. Or beat it down. Man.
Oh man, y'all crazy. He said Percy Earl, huh?
yeah, Percy Earl got a hold too. So.
Well, y'all wow. All right, B-Dub, man. What we got for the show today, brother?
Oh man. As my subtitle suggests, legendary Hall of Fame running back OJ Simpson has finally ran out of juice.
Oh man.
OJ is gone. And we're going to talk about the impact of that on certain American people. A teacher claps back at a student in a very, very, very hard way. And country music gatekeepers. Apparently, country music is not for everybody, according to one Indiana State University student.
Uh-oh.
So we talking about that and maybe a little bit more. JCPenney put out a new ad for their photo booth. Everybody, if mostly everybody didn't have them JCPenney family pictures. I didn't even know they still do that, but apparently they do still do that, and they promoted it in an interesting kind of way.
Yep. All that and more right here on the Burning Cold Podcast.
Yeah.
But we just tell it like it is. I be done. What we gonna talk about first? Which one we going with?
Let's go on. Let's go on and get JCPenney out the way real quick. This is more funny to just kind of laugh at, if you ask me.
All right, then. Let's go.
So this, hold on, let me go back. This is an ad, one of the ads for JCPenney's picture day, get people come take family pictures. It says picture perfect moments, and you see the picture. I'm not going to just y'all see the picture. This is another ad that they put out also. Do you notice anything different about these two pictures? Hey, single black mothers, it's okay to be single and black. Come on down here and take your family photo. You too, European brethren, go and bring daddy and mama and the kids down here and take a photo. Bro, so the question is, I want to ask you guys, is this prejudice? Is it racism? Or is it just a coincidence? Or is JCPenney just trying to be inclusive to the current state of America? You decide.
Wow. G-Man, what's your thoughts, brother? You go first, my guy.
So, obviously, listen, people, talk about all the time, like somehow, like I'm hypersensitive to racial issues, but I mean, you just can't make this up, right? JCPenney, doesn't Shaq own JCPenney or don't?
I think
Shaq is invested in everything. I don't know.
Right.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
Anywho, to show their depiction of a family depiction in that advertisement says a lot. It's kind of subtle. You got to imagine a million people looked at the ad and didn't think twice about it until somebody pointed out, like, what,
Yeah.
What are you trying to say, JCPenney? Somebody need to answer for that. And obviously, there's probably nobody in making decisions that'll probably look like us. But like as to be said, but that we're going to be inclusive by showing black people. But this is what they believe, the typical black family looks like. A single mother with children, with a father absent. Is that the case in black families? A lot of black families, sure, but that's the case in a lot of families too. It was tacky, it was poor taste. Was it purposeful?
Yes.
You know me.
Yes.
I say it's always a motive behind these types of things. It's always a motive. They just figure they can slide it by, nobody would catch it.
Right.
So, but shame on JCPenney for that. I don't, like I said, I think Shaq may be on it, part on. I think Shaq, get your people.
Right. And G-Man, the people that make decisions for this to happen like this or whatever, they know exactly what they're doing. They know that these people are very aware of and very conscious about what's going on out here. So because I don't call it a coincidence, whatever, because then you see this female, she's raising her young black son as well. No father around at all. No father. So yes, this is purposely, intentionally done or whatever. Yes, it is done like that, and it's very, very distasteful, and it is tacky. I just think that with everything that's transpired with this whole JCPenney thing or whatever, man, be honest, which they need to go redo this, take this down, whatever, because it does look bad on the company, whatever. But this is just how the whole world see. That's just how I just look at it. I think there's a lot of the whole world just see black people look, with us just looking this way. The absent father and things like that or whatever, father being locked up in jail and so on and so forth or whatever. So this ain't nothing new, but it's just it's sad to see that this agenda has been pushing on these young sisters, these black women, they're thinking that black women, you got to be single. You have to be absent. Father have to be absent inside the home and things like that. Whatever. That's the agenda they pushing.
Well,
They
the government already facilitated that back in the day when they told them you got to get that man out the house in order to get these benefits.
Most definitely.
That was set up decades and decades ago.
Most definitely. It was.
We gotta take some accountability too, though.
Why you say that, D-Dub?
This is what happens when you normalize terms like baby mama, baby daddy. Like those terms should have never been normalized. And I think G-Man said it earlier, like single motherhood is not a black thing. It affects everybody. And we've had this conversation before. And I said, and the only reason we don't know all the time is because a lot of non-black women, I'm just gonna say it like that, they get remarried. A lot of them do, but a lot of them don't. They single mothers just out here just like everybody else, trying to make it like everybody else. But the difference is they might have a little bit more support, so we don't always see that. And then, like I said, a lot of them too, they not one and done. Like when it comes to marriage, a lot of times we be one and done. And I think other cultures just understand the family unit a little bit better. So it's like that one didn't work. We're gonna try again. You're gonna try again because we need 2 incomes and we need 2 sets of role models for these kids. And that's just what it is. So we have to stop pushing that too. We even with, I don't want to get too far off topic, but even just like, because we was having this conversation the other day at work, and somebody mentioned black men dating outside the race. Well, if y'all stop going outside, biracial people barely make up 2% of the population. Like, stop it. And it's been proven over and over and time again that the majority of black men are married to black women. So stop with pushing these stupid narratives that aren't even true. But when you do that, this is what you get. Now, Ms. Know-It-All, I think you giving them people too much credit. Yes, I think it's intentional 100%, but I don't think like it's all a money grab.
It's a money grab.
If we put that stuff out there and we co-sign it and we condone it and we allow these agendas and narratives, false narratives to be pushed, then them people up there just like, all right, well, what do we need to do? Be inclusive. Well, it's black women are, fighting for their empowerment right there. Okay, put a black woman on there with her kids. She can do it all. Single black mom, you can do it. Go ahead. Like, I don't think it's always a malicious, intentful thing. Sometimes it's just they don't know. They wasn't raised around us. The people don't know nothing about us other than what their marketing personnel and their focus groups or whatever tell them. So it's like, all right, well, if that'll get us more sales, let's do that. So
I think
we got to take a little accountability too, a little bit, but for allowing it, not for doing it, but for allowing it. Like we shouldn't be allowing this stuff to happen.
B-Dub, I think I'm gonna have to push back on that. Well, I think they know a whole lot about us or whatever, because they have armed our black women with a whole bunch of negative connotation about their black men and black women, about their black men or whatever. So the black woman is the only woman that goes out and talk bad about their men in public, whatever. You don't never see another kind of race that go out there and belittle their black man, whatever. They don't tell them. These other women don't say nothing about their women. About their men and all in their culture. Our women is
how are they making black women do that? Like black women are doing that,
right? But I'm gonna tell you what's contributing to it. It's some contributing factors that actually do that or whatever. Listen to the songs and stuff that they make out there. Listen to the narratives and everything they pushing out there or whatever. Listen to these different groups and these different these different groups that got these agenda or whatever. Only thing you see is you see a lot of us that's going out. Black men and black women. If you look on social media, whatever, we all are pointing fingers at each other. That's just how it is, man. And we out there telling, and at the same time, whatever, we out there pointing fingers at each other, just divulging just got diarrhea at the mouth about what we don't like about each other. You don't see no other race of people doing that. I ain't never seen a Afghan or a Chinese man or a white man or woman, whatever, go battle each other like we do on social media. I ain't never seen it.
They do it. They just do it within their own community. They don't do it for the world. We the only ones comfortable enough to put our laundry out there for everybody else.
Right.
So I get what you're saying, and I don't completely disagree, but at the same time, they can only push what we allow. Like, okay, you can say, well, we don't own the news or the social media companies or whatever that's showing all these negative black images of black women saying blase blase about black men, or black men saying this or that about black women. But they said it. They can't show it if we don't say it. Right? So we still have to take some amount of accountability, or at least understanding, like, okay, they're trying to pit us against each other. So let's stop giving them the ammunition to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
We need to go back to having these conversations in the neighborhoods and in the barbershops without a damn camera or a cell phone posted up recording it. Like, I think barbershops, hair salons, all these type of places, churches, they should have no cell phone policies, so people can go and start having some real conversations again in the communities without putting it out there. Because once you put it out there, yeah, they're gonna take it, they're gonna manipulate it, they're gonna abuse it, they're gonna do whatever they need to do to further push that. Because at the end of the day, it's a money thing.
Right.
It comes back to money.
That. It is. It goes back to money. And that's why we'll sell each other out. We're going to say all this horrible stuff about each other over money.
Yeah, well, shit. Y'all already know my slogan.
It's
slavery ain't gonna never end, because it's always a nigga for sale. Period.
Right. And that's just the bottom line to it.
It's too many for sale, though. If it was on
that's the problem.
The outliers, we can deal with that, but it's so many. You don't hear any other groups of people talk about their their problems in the with relationships as much as we do. So you would think it's only a black issue when we all know it's not. But like you said, other groups, they talk about that amongst themselves.
Yep.
And we like to go and publicize it and try to monetize it, and regardless of what it does to us as a people, which is why our progress has been,
Have you guys ever seen on Instagram or social media where everybody got the relationship gurus that that have the slow music in the background and telling you about black men and this and that, and and this is how you love your black men and black women. I'm telling you, pay attention to some of those little clips or whatever, man. It's just gunfire. It's just a standoff amongst each other, whatever. The black men are talking about the black women are talking about the black men, and it's never ended. It's never ended when you go on social media. Never ended.
And because everybody's in their feelings too much. We've kind of, I would say, devolved into a society of emotions. That's the problem, because even when you're not attacking, because it's not always an attack. Because you have to have the conversation, but even to have the conversation, and if a woman is trying to explain to me and like, listen, this is how we feel, this what but the men getting their feelings on these shows you talking about, they getting their feelings and they attack back and start trying to say, oh, well, y'all this, that, and that, and vice versa. We know it happens in the opposite completely. But men be like, listen, all we saying is, don't be so argumentative. Be my teammate, not my competitor. Like, we're trying to have a conversation, but it's like, you broke. Shut up, broke dude. Or whatever. Like, is people getting their feelings and start attacking each other. That's part of the problem too. So I agree. I think you're 100% right. Yeah, but I think that has a lot to do with social media too, and how we consume information and what's put out there. So many of us, as in Americans, U.S. citizens, because they really don't have these type of social media problems in other places because they're more restrictive on their social media. Yeah. But we have free range to it, and we see so much stuff that gets us in our feelings and our emotions, it's very hard to have conversations because you're already in your feelings. So as soon as somebody says something, is you go into attack mode. Even in the comments, like it be tripping me out sometimes. Somebody can post anything. Somebody could post and say, man, the new Dodge Chargers are fire. And you say, I don't like them. You're talking about the post. Okay, I don't like the car. That's one thing. Then somebody come to your comment, that's just because you broke. You can't afford one with your ugly self. Oh, look at like.
Yep.
Why are you in your feelings about my personal opinion? Like that's always been so fascinating and weird to me at the same time that people get in their emotions so much over strangers that they do not know.
Right.
But that's what we do.
Yep.
We see it every day, all day. Somebody say something, the other person they go into attack mode. Men say stuff to women like, hey, whatever, we just want to da. Nah, forget that, you broke this and that, whatever, guy. Women say, hey, listen, we just always saying is we want some more security, we want to feel da. You just gold digger, whatever, BBL, yep, this, that. Like, it's out of control.
Yep.
It really is out of control.
It's open season in the black community. It's open season amongst each other. Black men, black women, we going at it like it ain't nothing. And be honest with you, whatever. I don't even see the end game with it. Whatever. There's no results being done. We steadily going at each other like it ain't nobody's business. Real hard every single day. We doing it every single day. So it's never.
You know what the answer is?
What's that?
Listen to the Burning Coals podcast because we don't give in to that BS. We just give it to you straight and real and unbiased. And you gonna get what you need
right
here, not nowhere else.
B-Dub, what we got next, brother?
Go get your daddy.
Uh-oh.
You got a problem with me, go get your daddy. A teacher at his school, a male teacher, had a exchange with a student, and this is what happened.
Talking to your ass. That's what I'm talking to. Nah, you know me. You know me and you know I ain't for the games. Stop talking to me, Gayana. Call your daddy then. Tell your daddy come up here and talk to me then. You, stop talking to me. No, I'm telling you, stop talking to me. Tell your daddy to come talk to me. Tell your daddy to come talk to me. Nah, go dig him up and tell him to come talk to me.
B-Dub. And because I don't like to talk negative and bad about black men. You know what I mean? We try to stay away from that on this show. But B-Dub, man, that had like that dude. Here's how men are not supposed to let their emotions get in the way like that. Whatever, man. Because you gotta understand, man. This is a grown man having a discussion like that amongst these kids. Now, I understand kids can definitely push you to a certain limit, because they super disrespectful. But man, you can't sit there and get out of control and lose it like that behind these kids' words or whatever, man. Because he kept telling that young kid, stop talking to me. The way he said it, man, it was almost like he stepped out of himself, turned into like the high school, turned into a high school kid and going back and forth with another child like that. You got to be able to control your emotions like that, brother. You can't let that go down like that. I thought that the kid was wrong and super disrespectful, but the adult, for him to step down to that kid's level, I wasn't feeling that at all, man. Yeah, his emotions got the best of him, and I think that somebody, that was there, I think they should have kind of, before they got over the edge like that or whatever, moved him around or whatever. But yeah, you can't let that happen. What's your thoughts, G-Man?
No, I agree. There's no reason, and he was a big dude. There's no reason a grown man should be yelling out like a school-age girl, talking about go tell your daddy all this, like, and people got to like hold you. Like, come on, stop. Now, that's not like these kids are not super bad or whatever. I always have the utmost respect for our educators. They're woefully underappreciated, underpaid. Also, a lot of them are undertrained, but they also have to deal with parents who are not involved enough. You see what I'm saying? It's not the teacher's job to raise your kids, to teach them respect and all that. They should come to school ready to learn. Teacher's supposed to teach, not not teach your children respect and all this. So whatever that conversation was about, if it wasn't about education, learning, okay, maybe you need to talk to the parents or whatever. But as a man, control your emotions, especially with kids.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. You know, that was just a bad look for old boy. That was a bad look for Buddy. You know, men, we supposed to, everybody's, as I say, both sexes are logical and emotional. Women are typically more emotional. Men, for the most part, operate off logic. And that was a man acting out of his emotional self. I ain't arguing with no high school teenage girl over nothing. There's just nothing we can argue. She can cuss me, I do with her. I just walk away with her. Somebody else deal with her. Put whatever, dude. Follow school policy, discipline her, whatever. But all that screaming and yelling and get your daddy and all this stuff.
Stop talking to me. Come on, man. No, you can't do that, G, man. No, man. To me, that has some beta male energy. I'm just being honest with you, man. I hate to say that too, man, but that had beta male energy right there, man, for real. Come on, man. You can't do that. Yeah. B-Dub, what's your thoughts, brother?
This is very interesting. It's my thoughts. So first and foremost, let me preface it by saying this. If it were me, I would have ignored the kid and went on about my business. If it were me. However, he chose not to do that. Now, first of all, Buddy got on a Woodson Raiders jersey, so they should have known not to mess with him in the first place. That's right there. But the interesting part to me is we sat here and watched a video of a female teacher beat the shit out of a little girl, and y'all fully supported it. And y'all said, nah, these kids are bad. I don't care what you say. These kids, you can't play with them. You can't let them do this and that, whatever. But now all of a sudden we have to have composure and we have to monitor ourselves. I just find that interesting that black woman teacher beat the shit out of a kid. It's cool. We support it. A black man telling a little girl to go get her daddy or whatever and yelling at her is bad.
6'6", 500-pound man arguing with a high school girl is different than two females dang near equal size going at it.
No, they were not equal size. That woman was way. Okay, that little girl was
she was bigger, but the girl put hands on her.
Right.
So the teacher initiated contact first.
They end up fighting, but this is.
But my point is, none of y'all was saying, "Oh, well, she should have kept her composure. She should have followed procedure. She did da." But y'all saying, okay, well, he should have kept it. He should have followed procedure. He should have kept it context. Now, again, let me say, I'm not condoning how he responded. I wouldn't have responded that way. I don't think he responded in the right way. I just think it's interesting how we look at things differently because it's not just us. We talk about black men and how black men are viewed in the media. This happens on different scales all the time. There's different standards set for black men. We let black women off the hook all the time for some of the stuff they do, not just period. If a black woman can't take care of her child, we blame the man. If a black man can't take care of his child, we blame the man. It's always the black man is always.
We don't blame the black man on this show.
I'm just saying in America, because we live in America, we know, we see it on a daily. We always get the short end of the stick, which again, I think I agree with y'all. I think he did let his emotions get the best of him, but I don't think we should be so critical of him if we gonna give black women such a pass all the time for every mistake they make. then why don't we have that same grace for black men? He didn't
That
put
was-
his hands on her. He
that
didn't
was-
go toward her. He walked away from her.
The
All
first-
he did was continue to have a verbal exchange.
The first video was between two black females. The second video was between a black male and a black female.
Fair.
So the
That's fair.
dynamics are different.
I get that.
I don't expect a grown linebacker to be sitting there going back and forth with a teeny bopper.
I understand,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
you have
Two
to look at it from
females,
this point of view
especially-
too. It wasn't.
Well, first
too,
of all, you would hope that kids would come to school and learn and not even have to have this thing in a perfect world.
yes, I agree.
But you know, come on, bro. You a man, and the expectations are different for men and women. They just are. You know, that's just the way it is. You expect men, a grown man, to behave in a way toward now. The dynamics.
So you saying grown women don't have the same expectations?
No, they have expectations. It's just a different expectation. Had this man been talking to another, a dude, it's some testosterone there. It's a level of, hey, let's go to high school now. Them kids bigger than y'all. And B-Dub, you ain't no small dude, but there's some dudes that be looking down on you in high school. Okay.
Yep.
It's a level that's different. I'm not finna be arguing with no. I'm saying as a man, I'm not finna be in no yelling match with no high school teenager.
Now that we agree on 100%. I 100% agree.
So okay, now you're talking about a grown woman and a somebody in high school. Yeah, we agree that nobody should be. It should be none of that. But nobody's gonna look at her. They're not gonna judge her by the same. You shouldn't be yelling with a female as a grown man yelling at a teeny bopper.
But see, that's we making it.
You can't. That teeny bopper can't really do nothing to you. Let's be clear. You too big. You too grown. You a man. Your skin. So you expect it. Like it is a double standard. Whether you like it or not, agree with it or not. Pretty girls get to skip the line. People enjoy a double standard until it don't benefit them. All right,
but that's the same thing in the other situation. Woman, that's a grown woman. I don't care if they both female. That's still a grown woman. She was bigger than that little girl, stronger than that little girl, and it was proven the way she ragdolled her. So she knew that little girl couldn't pose no threat to her. But she initiated contact.
You got to put that video in context. You got to go back to the show and dissect what we said about the show. We didn't say, hey, it's two girls, you get to well off on a no. No, that's not what we said. But what I'm saying is, listen, that look, and in the video that you just played, we didn't even see the young girl in the picture. She was that far away. You can sure she was yelling and screaming. I'm not going to be yelling across no cafeteria at you.
Right.
Versus you up in my face, yap. Just different. Right. Like you said, you big, just walk away. You ain't got.
He looked bad. He looked bad yelling across that.
Again, because I don't want nobody to misunderstand what I'm saying. I agree with what y'all saying as far as how he handled it was wrong. But what I'm saying is, I feel like we don't hold to a different standard because we keep saying a man and a girl, but I'm looking at it like adult student. Like adults are supposed to be the smarter ones. Adults are supposed to be the ones who know how to maintain their composure, especially teachers. Whether we like it or not, that is a chosen profession, and understand these kids get out of line. I get that, but you know that going in. That's just like so that's just like police officers that you know what the job is. But then you pull somebody over and you say, hey, give me your ID. And then they say, well, what you pull it out? And then you just instantly freak out and talk about, oh, I was in fear for my life. Like, what, in fear of what? Of somebody refusing to give you their ID? Like these people don't, or even better, the dude that shot up his own damn police cruiser or police truck because an acorn fell on the roof. And this doofus talking about, I'm hit. Because an acorn fell off the tree and hit the roof of his SUV, and he ran, fell on the ground, and started shooting up the truck with a person inside of it in handcuffs, talking about I'm hit. Like, that dude shouldn't be a cop. if you that damn scared, like they say, if you scared, go to church. Like there's a certain understanding when you go into the military. There's a certain understanding, and I know those are kind of extremes. But when you go into teaching, there's a
that's
certain
a reach
understanding
there.
that
Now,
some
we
of these.
talking about
No, but when you become a teacher,
you
there's a
stretch
certain
Armstrong that
understanding
one, baby.
that
You
all
stretch on. We talking
all
about
students
a
are
high
not going to be
school.
great.
That's that's a reach there, man.
But I'm listening. You knew the job when you signed up for it. All kids are not going to be great, but that ain't even the point that I'm making. The point I'm making is I just don't. I don't see why we hold two different standards. Like we keep saying again, a man versus a little girl. Yes, he shouldn't have yelled at her. He should have. I agree, 100%. But you can't say that and then turn around and a grown female adult woman beats the hell out of a little skinny little 80-pound girl and say, well, she got in her face. She shouldn't have gotten in her face, or she shouldn't have tried to take the cell phone back. Like I think that's hypocritical.
I don't think that. I don't think you're portraying our opinion of the girl on girl fight in the correct way. You saying that we somehow said it was okay for a teacher and a student, or it was okay. I don't think, and we have to go back and review the. I know I didn't say, yeah, it's okay for teachers and students to be fighting. Teachers are there to educate, not for all that extra stuff.
But y'all kept saying the student was out of line. Like nobody was really saying. Like I'm the only one saying the teacher was out of line. Y'all kept saying, well, she went behind the desk. Well, she reached for the cell phone. She shouldn't have did. She shouldn't have.
That's not true. No.
All right, we're gonna pull the tape.
We pull the tape. I don't think nobody said the teacher was not.
We'll have to do a comparison. We have to do a comparison on the later show, whatever, about this situation, whatever.
We'll revisit.
We revisit it. But but in this situation here, right here, with this guy, with this gentleman, doing what he did, it was very uncalled for, very unnecessary. He got his emotion, got the best of him. That little girl pushing buttons. You let a child like that pushing buttons on a grown adult. Just imagine, what a woman with a good mouth can do to this man or whatever. Push his button real fast to where he'll lose control. So yeah, you can't do that, brother. So that dude is a and
in the court of law, you sure gonna get dealt differently if you're a man or woman. It don't matter what you personally
right. Yeah, that dude's a hot head.
Do a crime and go before that judge and see don't that judge treat a man and a woman different. And we got plenty of data to prove that. So
yeah, that dude.
I said, whether you personally believe it's right or wrong, cool. But we're talking about what's real and what's really going to happen.
Yeah.
If go in front of a judge, let a man and a woman commit the same crime, exact same way, and put them in the court system and see who's gonna get the harsher penalty.
Right. All right, what we got next?
That can be proven.
OJ.
Beyonce ain't country. No matter what y'all think, according to Asa Blanton, let's hear what she got to say about it.
What she got to say about it?
I'm sorry, but if you're black, you're not country. I don't care. And I wish I meant that in the nicest way. But babe, I know you were raised in the country, or your grandparents were, I guess, your great granny and grandpas, but they was picking, okay? They wasn't planting. Just keep that in mind. They wasn't making money. They was getting sold for money. You ain't country. Boots and a motherfucking jeans and a cutoff to a frat party. Huh? No.
I want to give a phone call or a ring to Candace Owens. I want to give a ring to Senator Tim Scott. I want to give a shout out to what's the Supreme Court guy? What's the black man? The black man that's sitting Clarence Thomas. I want to give him a shout out too. And I also want to give out what's the name of this guy? Jesse Lee Peterson. I want to give a shout out to who else? Who else is these people, these black people, that these gatekeepers that's saying that racism ain't real? It's a bunch of them. Clarence Carter, Ray Robinson, thank you for that. I want to give a shout out to all these black people.
Not no Clarence Carter, Clarence Thomas, Clarence Carter.
Yeah, Clarence Thomas. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
All these black tethers, all these black people that say racism is not real. I just really want to just line them up, and all of us just be able to just go hard at these people, whatever, man, because these people are being bought and paid for to say this type of stuff because it's something that's beneficial for them. You see what I'm saying? This right here, if you can't sit here and see this white supremacist, this white lady just sit there and pull that white card to tell you to put you in your place, saying that your folks, your people, remind you that your people ain't country, y'all ain't this, y'all ain't that, and to remind you what your ancestors did or whatever. Something not right about that. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to hear no more talk like that at all from these people.
Well, but we have to distinguish though. This has always been my thing of it. We have to distinguish racism and prejudice. Now, I'm going to say this.
She was racist.
No, this wasn't racist. This was prejudice. However, with her being a nursing student, she probably will be a racist person in the future. You got to understand, racism is an action. You have to, in order to truly be a racist, you have to practice racism, meaning you have to use whatever power and influence you have to negatively affect or hurt the lives of other people based purely on race. This is just prejudice, this video. But again, she's a nursing student. So, and I hope she don't get to finish that career path, because if she does, she absolutely will have opportunities to be racist in the future.
I say this is racist, B-Dub, because she made it clear that
she ain't got no power. You have to have power to be racist. That her words don't do shit for Beyonce or any other black country artist. So, like, you got to understand what I'm saying. Like, we got to talk about the video. Now, again, her as a person probably is racist and will be racist in the future if she's allowed any type of power. That's probably going to happen more than likely. We can't say that for 100% fact, but just based off the video, what she said was just a prejudiced statement. She thinks that first of all, the whole notion that white people created country is laughable anyway. But we don't even have to go down that road, because I think most people know where country music came from. But
no, they don't.
Her power is the complexion for the protection. That's her power, B-Dub. She got the power automatically.
Who's
you know what I'm saying? Huh?
Who's she hurting?
Man, when she reminded you,
she's an idiot, is what she is.
I agree 1,000%. But when
she's a dumbass for sure. And she's really a dumbass, because this app that she was using, it wasn't. Oh, somebody else posted it on TikTok. This was like some kind of college app, social media app for only college students. So she thought she was safe. So she's a dummy. Yeah. She thought because she's on this exclusive college app that she was going to be safe, but obviously somebody seen it and posted it, and here we are. But I think she is the type of person who should not be allowed to finish her nursing degree. I just foresee many Black people being potentially harmed. I see many opportunities for her to actually be racist if she chooses to in the future. And I think something should be done about it now. Something more than what the university did with their bullshit statement they put out, which was a whole lot of nothing. And if y'all haven't seen it, I'll pull it up. We'll read it in a second. But what she said was just dumb.
It was, and it can be harmful too, though, because you talking about you aiming towards Black our culture, where you talking about, and she reminded you about slavery, whatever. That's one of the most horrible act that has happened to African American people, and you want to remind us of that, of that time and that incident that transpired. We're talking about people that went through some stuff, beat up, people, mothers and children was separated from their homes, whatever they using, they using young black
men too.
and men,
Black
right,
men
right.
were separated too.
And,
See, we doing it again.
Right. And they were using our babies, young babies, for alligator bait and a whole bunch of other stuff that went on during this time, man. And she's reminding you of saying, hey, look, we're still supreme, we're still over you, we're still supreme over you. Stay in your place. You're not country. You're not.
Listen.
It's not that reminding you of everything that transpired. That's hurtful, B-Dub.
And she probably come from a long line of cousin lovers. So it is what it is.
G-Man, what's your thoughts, my guy? Is it racist or prejudice? Which is it both? G-Man, which one is it?
I don't have nothing for that, man. Listen. Ever since Texas Hold'em came out, Beyonce's name have been in the mouths and the minds of the mayonnaise brigade, and none of this is surprising, right?
Yeah.
Everything we create has been taken over, hijacked, and shame on us for letting them even take away the claim or the fact that we started country music. Now they pretty much, they got it now, right? So far as being a majority, participants in it or whatever, contributors to it now. Now it's rare to see black people participate in country music. That's a fact. But it doesn't stop the that we did start it. Same way with jazz. We started that, but it's kind of been, taken away. Now you talk about even hip hop. Now they're trying to say that black people didn't start. Anyway, that's another story for another day. They're gonna be mad at Beyonce because she's crushing it, and she already rules in her kingdom. Now she's going over there and kicking ass, taking names. So they don't have a problem with it. That comes with territory. I ain't tripping over Karen over there. This is the thing. And to what B-Dub said, the bigger problem I have is that she is in a field where she can be a detriment to the health and safety of people. And based on her beliefs, the way she's talking, I can absolutely see her saying, I'm not going to provide the same level of care to people that I feel are inferior than I would to my own. That's the bigger problem to me. So shout out to whoever brought that to the forefront, and that should be used against her. And wherever school or program she is, they need to be notified. She needs to be removed and monitored. I think it was Stokely that said that black people are organized. If that had been something said about some other race of people I won't name, there's no way we would know what sanctions were brought against her by the next day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about it, in our own little enclaves in the back closets, and then we'll forget about it. We're not organized. She needs to be penalized for what she said, whether it's racist or prejudice. She's just a stupid, ignorant mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Facts.
And fuck her life. There you go.
Man, yep. Well, that comedian Godfrey said it best. He said, he's like, black folks, when it comes to, we can't even organize crime.
We can't even organize crime.
That's what he said. We can't organize crime. And I'm like, wow, you know what? Because he was like, all these other races, they got the Italian mafia, they got the, they got the Irish, gangs, and you got the Chinese triads and all that.
All kind of organized.
He said we can't even organize crime, B-Dub. Like, wow, that's a powerful statement, brother.
Let alone anything else.
You say what?
I said, let alone anything else. Like he was saying, the guy, and it's crazy because this was someone outside the culture that was saying this. Like, y'all do everything great. Y'all great at everything except organizing.
Right. Yep. Y'all can't organize. Yeah, he said you can't organize crime.
Yeah, we can't organize for nothing. Not even crime.
For clarity, he didn't say that. He's saying the story that
Yeah.
That was a story that was told. Yeah. But he
Yes,
said,
yes.
he said we couldn't even organize. It was another race of people said y'all can't even organize crime.
I think it was
Damn.
I think it was an
Asian guy. Yeah. He's like, man, y'all great at everything. Y'all whenever y'all come together, y'all undefeated. Y'all could do amazing stuff, but you can't organize crime. Y'all can't organize nothing. Like, man, that's kind of crazy for him to say that, but it's true. It's the truth, and the truth sometimes hurt. So B-Dub, let's go talk about this OJ stuff.
Yeah, so if you've been under the rock and you ain't heard yet, OJ unfortunately passed away at the age of 76 from I want to say it was either prostate cancer or pancreatic cancer. I can't remember. I think it's prostate cancer.
Yeah.
But much like his early 90s trial, it has reignited a whole country debate, divide, whatever you want to call it, however you want to look at it. Everybody's coming out the woodworks. Even Caitlyn Bruce Jenner had some salty words to say about it. But it's just wild, man. It's obviously a lot of people are saying that looking at him as an athlete, as an actor, as a celebrity that he was, and saying that, listen, y'all had y'all shot. He was proven not guilty. The justice system did what it do. That's what it is. So we moved on from that. Some other people have not moved on. They feel like he got away with murder, and now they are celebrating in his passing.
Right.
So what do y'all think about that?
What I hate about this whole situation that's going on with this OJ stuff, like I said, the man is deceased, he's dead and gone, and the amount of disrespect that he has gotten from, all these other races, whatever, that believe that transpired, that they felt that he did all this, with this murder in Nicole, Simpson or whatever, when he unalived her. We'll just say that when he unalived, his wife, allegedly, what they're saying. I hate the fact that they're trying to blame this whole being separated and segregated and all this or whatever because of the decision that was transpired. They're trying to blame it on black people. Well,
right.
Why is it that when because we went through the court system, they found out that OJ was innocent for what he done, even though even though these people, they felt like they felt that the judicial system didn't work on this whole situation, whatever. But how many times have you looked over the years when you see the judicial system go in a certain kind of way that didn't favor us as black people? And I can give you some certain amount of incident that transpired, like with everything that happened with Emmett Till. You see what I'm saying? That went sour, and everybody know what they had some evidence, whatever, but nobody batted an eye at the situation. Matter of fact, the woman who ended up spearheading that whole thing, she ended up living a long life, long, healthy life, and was able to go and rest in peace without no type of retribution or nothing like that transpired in her life with this woman.
You going back way too far. We ain't gotta go back that far.
What? Go ahead.
Trayvon Martin.
As another. I was gonna get to him, whatever, but
that was blatant and proven, and he still got away.
Right. And what I'm saying is, when we get the raw end of the stick, when it comes to, the court system where things don't go our way, we just have to sit there and just take it and be done with it, whatever. What about everything that happened with this whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing? When he sat there and with the intent to kill, go over another state and go and kill them people. You see what I'm saying? Nobody batted an eye. Nobody said nothing about Kyle Rittenhouse when that whole situation went sour. And it was clear that the courts was making sure that Kyle Rittenhouse was protected. You see what I'm saying? So, but with this whole OJ thing or whatever, when they took the L on that one, when these people that didn't get the results that they wanted, they took the L on that, whatever, man, they've been giving OJ all kind of hell behind all this. And now that the man is deceased and he's dead, they steadily running OJ name, being disrespectful. talking about good riddance and he's in hell and all the other kind of stuff like that, whatever, because they got the bad end of the stick on that the situation that happened in that courthouse.
Caitlyn, first of all, Caitlyn Jenner shouldn't have said nothing because she ain't had the balls to say it to his face.
I agree.
And in case we don't forgot, she killed somebody and used her status to get away with it. Like my, how soon we forget. So I don't care about none of it. The justice system, they love it so much and they say it works so well. Well, so that means OJ is innocent. So I'm one of those people who has moved on from that. The court said he was innocent. So that means he didn't do it. Because when we get convicted, even though there is no evidence, even there's no nothing, the police just decide, well, we think you're the guy, and then they go through this whole process, and the DA and everybody go through this whole process, and all these black people get innocently put in prison. We say, well, the judicial system worked. There was a jury of their peers, and they said they did it, so that means they did it. Well, the jury said he didn't do it, so that means he didn't do it. He still rushed for over 2,000 yards and made it across that Avis airport to get to his rental car. So, he all good with me.
G-Man, what's your thoughts, my guy, about this OJ situation?
I mean, what did y'all expect when he passed? Once the news came across, I knew it was gonna, nothing about anything surprised me. He was hated while he was here. So I knew it was gonna be a celebration. Once they announced that he passed. I don't know. I mean, like I said, the main culprit, killed somebody without a doubt, killed somebody, right? And you got blood on your hands. Through a court of law, you got blood on your hands. But then you're gonna talk about good riddance. So when you transition, somebody gonna say their family can say good riddance to you. So, I ain't tripping on OJ. It's not like this is the thing. The OJ trial wasn't about OJ for black people. OJ was not like an activist for black people. I'm not black. I'm OJ. It was bigger than OJ. The OJ trial was bigger than OJ. Whether you believe he did or he didn't, you cannot deny the fact that in the court of law, we often come in on the bad and on the stick, and this case after case after case after case can prove that. At that time, black people wasn't hearing it. They just were not hearing it. They were fed up. So it wasn't about OJ. May he rest in whatever. I always refrain from talking ill about the dead.
Rest in peace.
No longer here. May he rest in wherever. And that's it. All this hating, celebrating, like you said, you didn't say nothing to his face when he was here. But he's gone. He can't defend himself. He can't, say nothing back. That's just coward to me, But I didn't expect anything else. And anybody knows me, how I feel about Zimmerman. I can name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10,000 people that have transitioned. I'm like, but Zimmerman still lives.
And that's what I'm talking about. It's the hypocrisy of these people. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem I have with it. We have to take it on the chin when we don't get the results. When you see clearly that, hey man, this was bad. This person should have been charged with everything up under the sun, but the justice system dropped the ball somewhere, somehow, and we got to take it on the chin or whatever. But everything that transpired with this whole OJ thing, they couldn't handle it. And then they want to point the finger at us and say, hey, you guys are black people, you guys are setting this whole race war and this and that or whatever. Now, man, this stuff had been going on way before this OJ thing that transpired. Cut it out. So stop trying to blame everything on black folks. That's my problem, G-Man. It's the hypocrisy of everything. It's the hypocrisy.
That's the dumbest thing ever anyway, because black people are way too damn accepting. This is part of the problem why this stuff keeps happening to us. We welcome. We invite everybody to the damn cookout. Like I'm not going to the cookout. I don't want to go to the cookout because y'all invite too many people to the cookout. Like we and then you have situations like Botham Jean here in Texas, and the
Right.
family is sitting there hugging his damn murderer, talking about, well, we know we forgive you, whatever. Like we are way too forgiving and too accepting. So the mere thought that we are the ones causing the racial divide is so laughable that it's not even laughable. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so yeah.
It's all thrown off, man. You know, like I said, we gotta take it on the chin, B-Dub. We can't have no ill will. We can't have we gotta, when the court system say you get the raw in the stick. And man, because shoot, what it's been what 4 years now since my brother been gone, and we got the raw end of the stick on that whole thing. So I know, I'm telling you, I'm speaking from experience how you gotta, you got to take that on the chin, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to take it on the chin, brother. And it's frustrating. It's you feel some kind of way behind it or whatever, man. And I can tell you one thing, speaking personally out of it or whatever. When you get the raw end of everything, whatever, man, it don't heal. It's a scar that's permanently there, and I would never be able to get over a situation like that or whatever, especially with seeing and hearing the things that I had heard and saw. You know what I'm saying? When you got all the evidence that's sitting there to convict somebody, and they found a way to find loopholes and try to find all these different ways to protect a certain class or certain race of people, it's heartbreaking, man. And you see
It's
this,
crazy.
it's horrible. Go ahead.
It's crazy how certain Americans get the benefit of being so rich that you don't understand bad things.
Right.
I mean, like you said, our personal situation with your brother,
Right.
with the dude that the young lady in the alley behind the campus. Like, well, he's just too rich. He didn't realize he was doing wrong. He's too rich to understand. Affluenza.
That's what it's called, affluenza. Yep.
Maybe OJ had affluenza. Anybody
Right.
ever thought about that?
Yeah, but see, it's always a self-defense when you're not, if you're black, there's no self-defense. I'm just be honest with you. When you're black, there's no self-defense at all. You can have a lot of mental illness and all that or whatever. Ain't no defense for you. It's just not going to happen. But they'll come up with all these different defenses. If you are,
that's the fact.
Outside other than black. You know what I'm saying? Like, who would think of a term that you are too rich to commit a crime, but you're too rich and so spoiled that you don't know what you're doing? They call it affluenza. Come on, man. Okay, so what is the terminology for you being too poor and cause and you commit a crime or whatever? Is there self-defense for that? No, that means you're going to jail for a long ass time. You know what I'm saying? That's what that comes in at.
There's always been two sets of rules, because that's just like the lady in Florida in the same county that they said George Zimmerman was standing his ground against an unarmed teenager who was running away from him, but they said he was standing his ground. And in that same county, a black woman, a guy broke into her home, and he was running out the front door, and she shot him, but unfortunately she shot him after he had already successfully made it out the front door. And they said stand your ground don't apply, even though he had already gained entry into the home. They said no, don't apply.
Right. Yep.
But somebody running away from you, trying to get home, who's no threat to you, that you are the aggressor and you keep pursuing them, and then when you initiate contact and they get the better of you, now you get to say, oh, well, I had to defend myself.
Mm-hmm. See how that work? Yep.
Welcome to America.
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 Welcome to a miracle. Like Charles Barker said, miracle. Welcome to a miracle. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and give our final thoughts so we can close this one out. G-Man?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, this has been another great show. Always a good time chopping up with my people, especially about topics that concern relationships, raised criminal justice system. I love them. Nobody told y'all if they love you today. We do. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Appreciate everybody who has watched, will watch. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one.
Already. B-Dub, what you got, my guy?
Yes, sir. I second that motion. Appreciate you. Please like, share, subscribe. Send this video out to somebody. Start a conversation. Start your own conversations, and let's talk about it. And but
What?
no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm you know what? I'm gonna go Rodney King on you. Can't we all just get along? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that.
Oh man. But before we burn out, man, we gotta say educated queen again. We love you. We miss you on this show. I know you would have definitely have brought it tonight. And we already know that you're gonna definitely bring it in. You're gonna have us laughing and so on and so forth, whatever. But we definitely miss you on this show tonight. So, but we just tell you, continue to get well, get your health up, and we'll see you on the next one. All right. So that being said, the Burning Coals podcast, bagging you the moment, giving you the bag moment. We just gonna say this, man. Rest in peace to OJ Simpson. And we're gonna definitely leave it like that. So now that you got the bag, what you're gonna do with it? So that being said, we are the Burning Coals podcast. We say thank you guys for joining and tuning in for another episode of Burning Coals podcast. I go by the name Mr. Know Our Reaction. We got our guy Bougie Weirdo. We got Gentleman Jamal, and we got Educated Queen EQ. We say thank you guys for tuning in. We see you guys for the next episode of Burning Coals podcast, where we go live right here every Tuesday, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.